I'm Lisa with Current Equestrian Academy. Today's video is going to be about a vet and going over general wellness and anatomy of the horse for our students to learn about that from Dr. Matt Elliot, who's joining us today for that video.
Last night. Is that what happened?
Yes.
And Lisa said the horse's neck is swollen?
Yes.
Bring him on over here. Let's have a look. So Lisa, tell me, where do you think the swelling is?
So both sides of the neck, right at where the pole hit. Let's see. I'll pull it.
And does he seem painful?
Yes. So see that swell right there?
Okay.
And then on the other side, I can turn him around for you.
Just bring him over here a little bit more so the girls can see the swelling. As I bring his head around, you can see the swelling, can't you? So let's see. I'm going to have Maneki turn his head a little bit, and if this is painful, what is he going to do? He'll switch his tail, pin his ears, and that's his way of saying ouch. I think we need to give him a little bit of pain reliever. So I'm going to give him an injection, and this is going to be a good anatomy lesson for you guys. What is this right here? This is his jugular vein.
Okay.
Can you see it right there?
Yes.
And if I press my finger, oh my, he knows he's mad. Maybe we shouldn't give him an injection. Now, what is the normal heart rate of a horse? Come right here. Tell me your name.
Tatum.
Okay, right here. Right there. And you're going to hear
Heartbeat.
you're going to hear his heartbeat. And it goes boom, 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 boom. Is that what it sounds like?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good. Your turn.
Again.
Now you're going to have to guess how many times you hear his heart go boom, boom in 15 seconds.
Okay.
16?
What?
16?
Very good. You're spot on.
Yeah.
So if his heart rate is 16 beats, boom, 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 in 15 seconds, then you would multiply that by 4 to get his heart rate in minutes. So if she counted off 16 beats in 15 seconds, you would multiply that by 4 and you would get the number 48. Good for you. 64. Now, and I think the normal heart rate is about 36, but I think his heart rate went up a little bit because he got a little nervous when he thought I was going to give him an injection in his jugular vein. So, the normal heart rate is 36, and the normal temperature of a horse is 100.5. Now, where are we going to put this? We don't need to ask. Temperature is a little below normal, but that's better than being above normal. Now, when you're looking at a horse to see how they're doing, you need to listen to their heart rate. What's their heart rate again?
36.
What?
36.
Good for you. And their temperature?
105.
100.5, not 105, but 100.5. Good for you. And then the other thing you need to do is look at their gums. And oh my, they should be pink and moist. So these are called their incisors. So here's how a horse eats. They use the muscles in their nose. Then they use these teeth to tear off the grass. And then they push the food to the back of their mouth where they chew. Hold on to this. This is his tongue. Come on. Good. Now let me have a peek. Okay. He might need his teeth bloated, and I use them as paperweights or stops. And you guys have to tell me where you think that came from. You guys have to pass this around and tell me where you think
I feel like it's something
these stones.
I know, me too. Here, you can have it, Avery.
Okay.
Hold up. Avery, can I see it?
This is his long pastern joint bone, the short pastern bone, and the coffin bone. So it would look just like that. And why do you think this is called the coffin bone? Because it's like a person in a box. Right? You've heard of, when someone gets buried, they get buried in a coffin. So because the hoof sort of encompasses this bone, that's how it gets its name. So this is the coffin bone. It looks just like that. Here's the cannon bone, his long pastern bone, and the short pastern bone, and the coffin bone. Now this little bone here causes all sorts of problems. So their tendons in the back of their leg comes down behind their cannon bone, behind their ankle joint, behind their pastern, to glide by this problematic little bone called the navicular bone. This is why we do x-rays in horses, because from the outside of the foot it's difficult to see what's on the inside. Here is the long pastern bone, his short pastern bone, and his coffin bone. Good for you. So that's his coffin bone. These are the tendons that run down behind his feet. It's complicated. One of these horses got into 25 pounds of grain, snuck into the feed barn, and ate 25 pounds of sweet feed. This horse is doing what they call foundering. Have you guys heard of laminitis?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens when your horses sneak into the feed room and eat 25 pounds of sweet feed. So this horse's coffin bone is about to come through the bottom of the horse's foot. And this horse is very, very painful. In fact, he's so painful, he can't even walk. So what's the name of this bone again?
The coffin bone.
The coffin bone. Quiz question. This is the what bone? His cannon bone. Just like, it looks just like that. This is the normal horse. This is the horse that ate too much grain. And now this horse is foundered, and he's in a lot of pain because he's got a big tummy upset or colic, and he didn't make it. But that's why we do x-rays in horses, because just looking at the foot from the outside, you wouldn't really know what's going on the inside. Good for you, you guys are so smart. Just like us, we have muscles in our forearm that turn into tendons. And what do those tendons allow us to do? They're called flexor tendons. These are the horse's flexor tendons. And these tendons right here allow the horse to flex. You and I have what they call extensor tendons that allow us to do this. So flexor tendons allow us to grip, and the extensor tendons allow us to do that. And horses have the same system. Oh my gosh, we have a little taxi cab here. What's going on? Addie, can you take the taxi cab? Thanks. So, Pony Club 101. If you want to pick up the horse's leg, is your fingernails over their, what's the name of this bone? Their cannon bone. So here's the radius. This is his forearm, which turns into his carpal joint. What's the name of this joint? Good for you. That turns into the cannon bone. So Pony Club 101 says if you want to pick up the horse's leg, it's your fingernails over their, what bone? Cannon bone. So if I prep, oh, good job. So here are these flexor tendons. And I'm gonna just squeeze them a little bit. What's the name of this? This is his what joint? His ankle or his fetlock joint. Good job. What's the name of this bone? And what's this big joint up here? His shoulder. And here's Maneki's elbow. We have an elbow. Veterinarians are not allowed to give injections here. You have to take the needle out of the needle guard. So if you didn't take the needle off of the syringe, you'd poke them, and then you have the weight of the syringe doing this inside of them. So if they're going to jump a little bit, it's better that they jump a little bit without the weight of the syringe. Doesn't that make sense? And you always let them know one of the biggest aids that you have around horses is your voice. So Maneki's feeling comfortable about my being here because he hears my voice, and you'd let them know that something's coming. 1, 2, and so now we can attach the needle to the syringe and we can give him his vaccine. What did you think? He minded that too much? No. I think that's going to be our first lesson for today, and then I can come back whenever you guys want me to come back and we'll do more.
Thank you for joining us to watch today a video about general wellness, anatomy, and horse care. If you have any questions for Dr. Elliot the next time he comes, we'll be doing this video again about a month from now. Put them down in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you guys for watching.